Hey, Luke, what did you think was the difference, especially in that first quarter, that seemed to prevail?
Well, they were ready. They were ready for the fight. We weren't. It felt like in the first quarter, they punked us. You know, they were bigger than us. They were stronger than us. We had a couple good defensive possessions that they just went, took 50-50 balls on, and then hit threes out of. But after that, I thought we engaged nicely in the fight from that point on. We just didn't do smart things. You know, we played hard enough from the second quarter on to win, but we didn't play smart enough. And against a good team, it's you know, near impossible if that's the type of game that you have.
Early in the season, been asking you a lot about the rotation. What was the situation with Randle going in the second quarter to start it instead of earlier in the first?
We needed some toughness out there, and Bogut's a big, tough man. And I know he's, you know, he's to me, offensively, we were playing a little selfish, and defensively, we were getting big boyed on the court. So Bogut is a brilliant passer, very unselfish player, and he's tough. So you know, we went there to try to slowly turn the tide of how the game was going. I thought he did a good job. He had he had a block, he had a couple of passes that guys were open, they just didn't look. They were overplaying everything. And, you know, as young guys get better, they'll learn how to take advantage of that stuff. But they were doing, you know, everything they could to keep Brandon and JC from going to the right, which means they were literally top blocking from 30 feet on the court. And instead of just using that pressure against them, we were letting it kind of take us out of our offense. So I thought Bogut could help with that type of stuff.
What was working in the second and third quarters that seemed to get a little tougher in the fourth, or do you just give Boston some credit?
Oh, we were right there in the fourth. There's 3 or 5, 6 point game for 3 or 4 possessions. We got stops. We just couldn't score on the other end either. So we were right there in the fourth, and then obviously when you go back to Kyrie, he hit some shots that we actually played pretty good D on, but that's what he does. He's one of the best in the game, and we continue to miss our shots. So. It was a little bit of everything tonight, but you know, they could have folded after the first quarter we had and said, look, we got another one tomorrow night, but that's not what this group is about. So I'm proud of the way that they re-engaged themselves and started competing out there. Them being more physical than us. You know, we've done a really good job at home the last couple games of really, you know, valuing that ball and being the aggressors. And maybe we just been home too much this season. We kind of forgot how hard it is on the road because we were loose with the ball. They were beating us to 50-50 balls. And when that starts to happen, the momentum's going in that direction. It's just all the bounces start going the other way. And unfortunately, that's kind of our fault for the way we showed up to play tonight, but we'll learn from it and get better and move on.
Did you think Lonzo was aggressive enough? I mean, he seemed to be driving, again, having trouble finishing at times, but...
Yeah, I thought he was aggressive. I've said it before, he can, in my eyes, he can always be more aggressive. He's that good of a player. I think the couple times when you see when he's really going in that semi-transition and he's coming off a drag and changing direction, he has such a good feel for the game that there's not much, you know, defenses can do to keep him in front. You know, we have to do a better job of, you know, making sure we got wings out there available and relocating and cutting behind the defense while that's happening. But he's pretty special when he gets going and downhill in that open court. Lonzo? He was good. I mean, that's a tough matchup individually, but it wasn't our individual defense that was terrible tonight. It was our team defense. The work that we've been doing with the help side and the mentality we've been building, all of that went out the door today. We were late to every rotation. I mean, there was passes we saw from the bench that we switched, they fronted, they threw it over the top, and we didn't react until the guy already caught the ball. And you know, when you're slow reacting like that against a good team, it's not a good thing.